Let me start recording. Yeah, Nat Lang, you know who it is already, and they're never gonna upload it, but they should because it's a good track. All right. Okay, I made this a VOD, but I just started recording now. So unfortunately, you're not gonna have access to the song on the VOD. You gotta tune into the Beetle streams to hear it until Jordan B. Yeaterson decides to upload the track. All right, do you guys want jump scare? How's Fergly the Frog doing? I was just watching that clip that somebody made of that moment. Hey Nat Lang, how you feeling? I've been watching your stories. I'm sorry to hear that you've been sick. Should I switch to main? You guys want a jump scare? Switching to handheld. Jordan B. Yeaterson. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Huh! Did I spook you? Alright, and we coming. Oh, we gotta get it right back when it started from. Love is good. Love can be strong. You gotta get it right back to where it started from. Top 10 anime jump scares. Dude, I have fucking mono. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Even though when I went to urgent care the first time I tested negative for IDK, well, yeah, I have a bad dude. That sucks. I'm sorry. Just rest up. Sorry to hear that. I never had mono, but I know that it sucks. I know people hate that. You have provided sufficient evidence as to not be robbed of today Beatles 5. Okay, excellent. Somebody call Watch Mojo. Dude, I'm so Watch Mojo brained that I say out loud all the time if I'm driving in my car and I pull up somewhere and I'm like if I pull up somewhere and my parking spot is just like sweet, like I'm like, oh man, there's no parking, and then I get right up close to the front of the restaurant or the store or something, and somebody starts pulling out, and I'm like, oh, like I didn't even see them from all the way behind the other cars, and then I pull up, and all of a sudden they're backing up, and I'm like, oh my god, and I pull in, and I get the spot that's like right in front of the store. I always say out loud, top 10 coldest parking moments of all time. That's how Watch Mojo brained I am. And I'm telling you, if you do things like that, even if you don't drive, little things like that, like if you order a sandwich from somewhere and you get a sandwich and you just say, bro, top 10 sandwich moments of all time, I promise you, being Watch Mojo brained really like invigorates your life a little bit. Close out of some of these windows because my computer already sounds like it's going to light on fucking fire. I have literally never seen a Watch Mojo before. I had no idea it's a thing. It's not a thing. I don't even know who runs Watch Mojo, who's behind that. Is it a company? Is it one person? Why are they an authority on the top 10 of anything? I don't know. I do not know. I did go get a sandwich today. That's why I was thinking of that. It's the Illuminati. I think it is the Illuminati. He's some French guy named Washimoju. Me and my GF were on an Idiots in Cars YouTube compilation kick. Anytime we were both in the car together and saw some stupid shit, we'd say the same type of thing. Yeah, they have that in, there's an Only in Dade, like people who live in Miami. I do not live in Miami, but I live in South Florida. But people who live in Miami follow this Only in Dade account, and Dade is like the county that Miami is in, and it's all this like crazy shit that look I'm turning him into like a garbage pail kid, just like disgusting. It's all this crazy shit that happens in Miami, and there was like one trending video on there that like every time this guy was just filming people driving in Miami, which I don't care where you live, I promise you that the driving in Miami, like the drivers in Miami, are worse. I don't care where you live. Couldn't be worse anywhere else. But he's just watching people, and he's pointing out things that go on, and he's just like, come pinga, come pinga, come pinga. Daily Beetle. Wow, oh my god, Natty the Panda, you're really fucking... Dude, what if I was dyslexic? This would be ableist of you. Daily Beetle... Luckily, I'm not. Daily Beetle Fact. Well, not luckily. I'm differently abled. Daily Beetle Fact. I'm neurotypical. For better or for worse. Today we're talking about the Scrunklos giraffe weevils. I was just looking up pictures of weevils today for something else. Trechiliferius giraffa and their mating habits because I think it's neat. However, it's a long fact, so I'll have to split it in two. The shorter neck female builds a protective nest for each of her eggs. First, she chews notches along the main veins on a single leaf from the host plant, which begins the rolling process of the leaf. Once mated, the female uses her strong legs to fold the weakened leaf in half. Then she rolls the tip of the leaf into a barrel tube and lays her egg within it, a kind of Velcro strip created by the female by biting notches along the edges of the leaf, allows the leaf nest to hold its shape. The final step is for the female to cut the leaf roll, allowing it to fall to the ground where the larva will develop. Wow. I've driven in Miami recently, can't confirm yet. Sucks. Can't stay yet. But, just want to say hi, and I hope you'll have a great time. Hello, Staffel Waffle. Dude, yeah, it's horrendous, bro. The driving in Miami is terrible. It's terrible. I have a good drawing for us today. Did you know that it is Jewish Heritage Month? Any Jews in the chat? It's okay if you're not, but I just gotta know, because I am Jewish, so I'm an authority on it. I was bar mitzvahed. Grunkle Chuz is like, Shalom. We got 2 shaloms. Harris, did you know I'm Jewish? Are you? I got a Jewish drawing today. I do got a Jewish drawing today. I'm not, but large W. Bang. That's okay if you're not. If you're in this chat, it's honorary. I was trying to think of something funny or something cute that we could do for Jewish Heritage Month. I wanted to feature a bagel. So we're going to draw a bagel today, and you know I got that crucial pickle on the side. But I'm Jewish, just kidding, I'm not. Get pranked. Damn it, you got me in those first 0.5 seconds. This is a small alien that is piloting the brain of a robot human. And he's saying, this is a bagel. This is bagel. I just wanted to draw a little alien piloting a guy. Mazel tov. But I also thought it'd be a good opportunity to draw a bagel, which is a fun sandwich to draw. You're telling me that's a bagel? It depends how much of a Jewish gatekeeper you are, but yes, Dad Lang is Jewish, so we technically are. I'll take it. That's qualified. Hello, young thugs. Dude, this happened to me earlier today. I was saying I got a sandwich at this place, which is really good by me. Do you know that it's a drawing of the real Beetle? Trash bins. Shout out. You know when you're like in a public place, like it really mostly is in a restaurant, and there's somebody that's like talking or like doing something in the restaurant, and it's hard for you to believe that they don't realize how annoying they're being. I wasn't even like, I think it's also slightly more sensitive to it because I worked in like a customer facing job for so many years. I mean, I've worked in customer facing jobs, so I'm like slightly more triggered by when people come in and they're just being like annoying. I was already eating my sandwich. Luckily I was at the end of it because this family walked in. And the lady that was ordering food for the family was being it was like so typical annoying person. I don't know, maybe I'm not, like, it's hard to explain, but it's like, she wasn't doing anything rude or, like, overt. What kind of sandwich did you have? I got a chicken salad with all the fixings. It was very good. But it was just like, she came in and she had the 2 kids, and of course she had like the one boy who was just this like smelly ass little kid who looked like he was like 2 feet tall that was wearing like a Minecraft shirt, and he had like that 1,000-yard stare. Like you took the iPad away from him and he was just... And she came in and she was like, she put her hand on his head and she was like, so okay, he's gonna have a small, how big is a small? What size is a small? Okay. So he's gonna have a small turkey on white. Like, they always take so long. Like, people like that always, like, I don't know what it is. Like, it's such an annoying person quality to me that something that you can say in, like, 2.5 seconds takes, like, 30 seconds. Do you know what I mean? It's like, she didn't do anything wrong. That's, like, my preface to all of this. I was just, like, it was the quality of her voice was very shrill. I could hear it above, like, the lull of the restaurant, which is already too much. Yeah, just over the top. Like, over the top. You were talking too fucking loud for me to be hearing you over the hustle and bustle of this restaurant. There's no reason for that. He's gonna have a small... How big is a small? Okay. Yeah, small turkey... Oh, and then this was why I was like, oh my god, what an annoying human. Is that then she was like... And, I can't eat bread. So... It was like the way that she said it. I can't eat... She was like, I can't eat bread. As if the person who was standing there, who was just a fucking guy, like a 20-something-year-old guy, wasn't going to understand. If you said it like a normal human, he wasn't going to understand it. Like, she was like, I can't eat bread. So... Dude, that story was super interesting. You should have a podcast at Yellow Slug Studios. She should have gotten the unwitch. I just unsanded your witch. And I just had that feeling that I was like, why would you go to a sandwich place if you cannot eat bread? I know this is going to sound like my Beetle boomer, like, fucking moment, hot take. But it's like, if you have a... Alright. I can't assume anything about this lady. Maybe she eats bread and she truly dies. But I really don't believe that. She probably eats bread and she's, like, on the toilet for an hour. Okay? I get it. Why are you going to a sandwich place? And that's still somewhat self-imposed. It's not your life-altering. It's just afternoon-altering. If you have a self-imposed food restriction, that is nobody's problem but yours. And it should not be the person who's working at the sandwich spot to try to solve the Rubik's Cube of what you're going to order at a place that only serves bread-based meals. You should have gone to a different restaurant. Go somewhere where they serve rice or potatoes or, I don't know. I'm just sitting there, like, I'm like, thank God my sandwich is done because I do not want to endure any more of this. Having to listen to this lady order 2 sandwiches. It was too slow. Just say it. And that's the thing, is everything that I'm just saying, she said it at the same speed that I'm saying it right now. It took like a full 5.5 minutes for her to say all this. It's like, I was like, lady, you are ruining my sandwich experience right now. I know a friend who worked at Buca de Beppo. I know a Buca de Beppo, and complain on the lack of gluten-free options. Dude, the whole gluten-free... Celiac is so rare. It's ridiculous that it's trying to be a healthy choice. Look, I can tell you, at least from firsthand, I'm not diagnosed with celiacs, but yeah, if I have something that's like fucking, you know, like if I eat like 3 slices of pizza, my stomach is, I'm like, oh, because I feel bloated. Like, ugh, you're not supposed to eat that much bread. And I think, and so, I don't know. Does that mean I have celiacs? I don't know. But I'm not going, like, oh, God, there was nothing more, like, God, like, I get an anxiety attack thinking about having to go to a place. Like, if somebody gets my order wrong, I don't even say anything. I'm like, whatever. Because the idea of having to be that person, like, oh, this person is going to remember me 5 minutes from now as the annoying person that I had to get some specific shit with my order. I never make adjustments to the order unless, like, they fucking ask me, do you want to supersize that or something? I never say, I don't like tomatoes, like, I don't like raw tomatoes, but I always, if something has tomatoes on it, fuck it, just give me the sandwich with the thing, I'll take the tomatoes off myself. The idea of having to say do not put tomatoes on that is like, I can't do it. Just give me the fucking sandwich, I'll handle it. And the fact that, like, people can walk around on planet Earth and just be like annoying. They should use the app like a sane person. You say that. But why don't we start this drawing and then I'll continue this. Put a pin in that. I'll tell you about when I worked at Starbucks like many, many moons ago. But they're part of a family. They have to get stuff that their kids can eat. How many kids could want to play as a caters to the diet? I get both sides. That's fair. That's fair. Team Alpar coming in with the sane reason we'll take. Look. You're right. She didn't do anything. She didn't do anything wrong. She was just loud. She was loud, so I was over-analyzing everything that she was saying. Because you really only need to... You don't need to talk that loud. Okay, so basically you have social anxiety and get overstimulated easily, and also you're an asshole. Yeah. Pretty much. Come on, it's Jewish Heritage Month. I'm allowed to complain about strangers. Don't come at me with this shit. Yeah. That's part of my heritage. I'm allowed to look at strangers and be like, oh, can you imagine living life like that? I would never do something so fucking embarrassing in my life. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to plot this out for you. Once again, for you guys just tuning in, we are drawing a tiny alien that is piloting. You're going to have some freedom with the alien design. I just kind of made him a little worm. He is piloting a robot human, and he ordered a bagel. Oh, is anybody new? Oh, yeah, and let's also do this. All right. First of all, is anybody new? Somebody, speak up. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Oh, Team Alpar. Welcome. Welcome to the club. Thanks for coming in. Welcome, Lime Grime. Thank you for popping in. Let me start with this. This is what we do. Oh, Veneroso for the win. I'm new too. Thank you for coming through, guys. You know what I mean? I completely slipped my mind to make a promo like back in the afternoon today. I was like about to go live and I was like, holy shit, I didn't even post a fucking, like I usually post at like, 1 o'clock or something like, oh, we're gonna, yeah, garlic bread, Ben. I'm going to address that in a sec. But I usually post something back at like 1 o'clock to be like, hey, I'm going live tonight. And then, people can kind of mark their calendars. Completely forgot to do that today. I don't know. But anyway, I'm glad to see we have some new people coming in. This is a drawing class, okay? I'm not just streaming just for my own, it is fun, but it's also a class, okay? So if you were just planning on popping in or seeing what's up, that's chill, but I would really encourage you to draw along, okay? And I know there's somebody who's watching right now that was like, I was just going to listen in, I'm not going to draw. Go get a pen, go get a piece of paper, go get a scrap paper. Look, I have a receipt from the mall. Oh, it's because I went to the movie theater at the mall, and it was for the price of a popcorn and a Slurpee. Okay? Little receipt. All right? Just draw right here. Get a pen. Just draw it, okay? I'm going to try and draw, but I also got some work to get done on the side. Okay. That's understandable. I understand if you got work to get done. I'm now attempting to draw and make enchiladas simultaneously. That's okay. Garlic bread, Ben. That is very true. You know what? I can do that right now. All right? Hang on a second. I'm wheeling around here. Oh my god. Okay. This is not going to be perfectly ideal, but I have gotten this constructive feedback before, so let's try to do it. Let's try to do it together, okay? Garlic Ben very shrewdly suggested that we, not rudely, shrewdly, okay? Means of an avid business mind, or at least that's what I think it means. He very shrewdly suggested that we have a little version of the guy on the screen, of the drawing on the screen, so that you can reference it as we're going, okay? Which I didn't really know how to do, but now, come to think of it, I kind of do know how to do that, so let's just do it. I can't guarantee it's going to be on the screen at all times, but it's at least I'll have it on the drawing. So let me download this. All right, I just took a photo of it on my phone. I'm downloading the picture right now, and I'm going to put that picture, and then I put that box in another box, and then I mail that box to myself. And when it arrives, I smash it with a hammer. Okay, I think I got it here. Hang on a sec. All right, I'm gonna do it in a sec. Let's go through the Beetle commandments, okay? It's like so many chat messages. I just got distracted. Okay, I love drawing. I'll gladly join. Excellent. Okay, these are the Beetle commandments. You've probably already read them if you've been looking at the screen. I go through these every time we start the classes, okay? You can come by, you can just hang out, but I'm going to walk through these really slowly so you can follow along. These are the only rules. I want you to go as free as your heart desires, but these are the only rules. Number one is don't be too hard on yourself because we're drawing for fun, okay? This is not graded, and you are your own worst critic. So, we've been posting the drawings in the Beetle Moses Discord, which is free to join. If anybody wants to drop the link, there's a Nightbot link right there. You can jump right into the Discord, and we have a nice community there. I mean, there's over 100 people. I'm not exactly sure how many, but it's active. Like, people are posting their drawings there all the time. They're extremely fresh, and it's at all different like points of of people's artistic journey. Like, we have some people that are like, I mean, straight up, they're either career artists or they could be, and then we have some people that are like casual, right? So whatever level you're on, even if you're not a huge drawer, you should absolutely feel free to join. It's just a nice, really positive like environment, especially just for like creative work. Like if you want to just, do some little like, it's for fun, right? So when you post stuff in the Discord, or even if you're, talking in the 133 members, that's crazy. Even if you're chatting in the chat, I just don't want to hear anything that's like, dude, I suck, my drawing sucks, I suck at art, I suck at life, all that stuff, okay? It's not helpful. It's not the point, all right? It's just it's just fun, it's relaxing, it's therapeutic to draw, okay? You're not being graded. It's just for fun, all right? Don't be too hard on yourself. And I will also say that everybody's drawings have been great. Seriously, like everybody's been doing really, really well. Some of you guys have been absolutely blowing my mind in the Discord, so keep it up. Number 2, go at your own pace. Number 2, go at your own pace. How did the hell did the auto mod not catch that? Go at your own pace. I'm gonna draw this really slowly, dude. Science movie. Did you see my text that I sent you, the Waverly Films thing? I was talking about it on podcast earlier. Completely forgot about those guys, and then I was watching all their videos. Hey, look at all these chips. Number 2, go at your own pace. I'm gonna draw really slowly, okay, so you can follow along. But if I go too fast, you can check in the chat. I'm watching the chat. You can type in the chat and tell me to redo something, all right? And I'll explain it again. And number 3, try new things. That's how you get better. So on off days when we're not streaming, if you want to keep the drawings going, the creative flow going, don't be afraid to draw something new, okay? Because the first time that you draw something, you're going to need a reference. Just look at the picture while you're drawing, okay? And then you might be like, this came out okay, a little wonky. The second time you draw it, you're probably still going to need a reference, but it's going to look a lot better. And then the third time, you won't even need a reference. I guarantee it. All right? But the first step is to just try something new. All right, let me open this up. Waverly Films, they're super famous now. Dude, I was wondering, because I looked at their page, and I didn't, they hadn't first of all, they had not uploaded anything in a really long time. Hang on a sec. Nope. Uh-oh. You guys saw a little sneak peek of something? Alright. I got this little drawing here. This is what we're drawing today. Try to keep it somewhat. Where can I put it that's going to not be too in the way? Put it right here. Okay, perfect. Yeah, they hadn't uploaded in 5 years, and then before that it was 10 years. I was wondering what they're doing. What? The YouTube account isn't, but the guy in the Chips video directed all the new Spider-Man movies, and one of them made that beef show. What? That's insane. I had no idea. I've never watched that beef show, but I know a lot of people are talking about it. That's fucking crazy. What? I was wondering because I was looking at their channel and I was like, that is such a shame these dudes fell off because they were like really good at like making YouTube videos. That is wild, dude. Good for them. That's like the happy ending. That's the good ending for sure. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna call you later. Okay. The reference thing is real. When I replaced Paul Blart with Papyrus for the third art class, it allowed me to make Papyrus my go-to practice doodle. That's fucking awesome. All right, let's get started. So, just so we can plot it out, bagel here, pickle here, plate, table, okay, and then guy with alien inside his head. I'm gonna make that a little bigger, honestly, so you can see the alien. But remember to draw things smaller. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm like burping. Remember to draw things smaller than you might think, because that way you don't want to run out of room. Hey, Mr. Beetle Moses, I don't know what a table is. Don't worry. It's basically, in this drawing, just a line. So you don't have to worry about knowing what a table is. Let's start with the pickle, because that is the foremost object in the drawing. Oh, sorry. I think you missed my really funny and hilarious joke I said earlier. You mentioned your receipt for popcorn in the movies, and I said, I thought you said you were Jewish. Why did you pay for movie? I thought you said you were Jewish. Why did you pay for movie theater popcorn? These are the jokes, people. No, I'm just kidding. That's a good one, garlic. Pickle. I just like movie theater popcorn enough that I don't like. I used to do the thing like sneaking snacks into movie theaters, and then like I don't know. I just love. What movie did I see? What movie did I see? I don't have it on here. It must have been John Wick. I think that's a lot. Oh no, it was the Mario movie. I was trying to think, what was it? What did I see recently? There was a John Wick, Mario movie. Oh, or it was I saw the new Evil Dead. It was one of those three. Mario, Evil Dead, or John Wick. All good movies. I enjoyed all of them. John Wick was amazing. I just like the John Wick movies. You guys got this? It looks like a straight line. And then slight curves, straight, and up. And then you can even make another little following the outside. It's like the skin of the pickle. I'm so jealous that I wasn't cast in the Evil Dead, so I'm anti-Evil Dead. I mean, look, it might not be over for you. It looks like they're revitalizing the franchise altogether. So, good alive. Yeah. Friendly alive. Good alive. That's so good. Okay, let's draw the sandwich. So, here's how you make it. Here's how you make a bagel. All right? Slight curve to about there. And you can make it even a little. Whoa. Slight curve. They've been rebooting the Evil Dead for the last 10 years. That is true. This did feel, honest to God, like they're starting something up again. It was a good movie. I thought it was good. I just love the Evil Dead movies. I just love horror movies. Actually, if you guys want a crazy sneak peek, I shouldn't really say this because it's like, it's not official. It's not official. Look, by the way, you see what I did? Did a curve up the side. It's a stronger curve than on the bottom part. This is a soft curve. This is a harder curve across the top. And then on the inside, there's a small curve which follows the same angle as the bottom. That's the bagel hole. And then just a little boop, like eyelet, like that. It is fun. All the Evil Deads are good. If you guys want a crazy sneak peek, okay? I think in the next couple weeks we are going to get on Cold Cuts podcast as a guest the guy Kyle Edward Ball, who directed Skinamarink. We have recently connected with him, and he is interested in coming on, which would be very fresh. I don't really, usually like talking about, oh yeah, we're getting this guy on the podcast, and before there's anything like really set in stone, but we've asked him about it, and we've asked him about it, and he sounded like he was down, which is cool. So, and I am a huge horror movie fan, so I always like the opportunity to talk about horror movies. Wait, get the guy that did the score for We're All Going to the World's Fair. Who's that? That movie. I do not feel this way. I'm just reading a funny chat message. That movie, Skinema sucked dick. Oh my god, that's funny. Holy shit, that's funny. Do you guys see what I'm doing, by the way? This is the locks, which I'm just making kind of wiggly. I'm watching the chat, so if I go through something too fast, but all of these are really simple shapes, and it's kind of free form. This is the locks, and this is the schmear. What are those toppings? Yeah, locks and schmear. And then put some lettuce at the bottom, which is just wiggly lines. I have no idea what those things look like in real life. Gentile detected in the chat. And then look, guys, this is the bottom of the bagel. All right, this is the only important part. You want it to be peeking out slightly from the bottom, hard curve, and then soft curve, which follows the same angle as the top bun. Pickle. Whoops. What the fuck's going on? And then up and over. Just like that. Lox and a schmear. Yeah, lox are smoked salmon, and a schmear is cream cheese. Statewide internet outage? Sorry, I'm late, Beetle. Did you just dox yourself? Hey Siri, Google what state had a statewide internet outage. That's crazy, but also we were just dealing with that in Florida. I don't know what the hell's going on. The internet in Florida sucks so bad recently that it's I am going to leave the country. I am going to leave the country. It's seriously bad. This is gonna... There we go. Alright. While you guys are drawing your little bagels, I'm going to be coloring this in. Pickle. Outside of the pickle. Alright. Lettuce. Cream cheese. And then lox, which is the smoked salmon. What does that look like? That's going to be... What the fuck is going on, Dag? Yeah. And then what color is the bagel? I'd say it's like a nice burnt orange brown color. Maybe a little bit lighter than that. Yeah. That's a good looking bagel. I had roaches in the apartment. In my apartment. And the exterminator said... What the hell? Said the kind I had were German roaches, and they're the dirty kind of roaches. But I said, why are the German roaches the dirty ones? So I'm an ally. Just letting you know I stood up for the Germans. What does that even mean? What? That didn't even happen. Mods. There's such a funny, like, this is like old, like, whoa. Old 4chan, like, screenshot of somebody that was just like, they just wrote on 4chan, they're like, I am 5 years old. I like playing with my Twacta set and my Thomas the Tank Engine. And then he got banned immediately. I don't know if it was a joke or not, but goddamn, that is, I don't know why that just tickled me. Like, just that they, like, they had to take him they had to take it at face value. They're like, well, if that's true, we gotta get rid of this guy. Oh god, that is funny. Oh, hello, Beetle. First time I managed to make it to your stream. Love your stuff, dude. Dude. I love you, Nightjar Art. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for tuning into the stream. We just finished drawing a bagel, but we still got a whole other thing to go here. Look, see, that's the bagel. This is the, god damn, that bagel looks good. I just gotta admire this for a sec. Look how good that bagel drawing came out. Oof. Who got it like me? This is the full drawing, though. It's a small alien operating somebody's brain. Alright. He said this is a bagel. Wouldn't standing up for the Germans mean you're Axis, not allied? Wah, wah. Why does everyone in this chat always think I'm a man? Beetlemoses' fanbase is male dominated and it's disgusting. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really picture you guys as all guys or all. I don't know. It's kind of like like you're just names on a screen. You know what I mean? So I don't really I don't really place you guys looking like anything in particular. Let's see. Oh wait, I just got a text from the person who made the music. Okay, he just said, I'll come up with something official. Just say you bought it off the deep web. Too late. Jordan B. Yeaterson. Alright, we're going to draw. The next thing is the hand. This little hand peeking over on the table. Okay? Beetlemoses gender abolitionist confirmed. Yeah, if that's a good thing, then yeah. If it's a bad thing, then no. Okay, ready? Okay. Easy hand, cheat code hand. In a straight line. You. A nutty you. A nutty you. A nutty you. Alright. Whoa, what the feck? Did not mean to do that. It does kind of look like an udder as well, I agree. Why do I feel like that zoom in is like a little too, like this is too much, this is too far. Too close, too far. Okay, doesn't matter. And then the final one, well then, okay, the hand's gonna come over. All right. Curve to about here. Remember the table's gonna go like here. Anyone got tips for zooming in MS Paint? Sorry, do not use MS Paint. You know who draws all his comics in MS Paint? Keith Stack. He told me that a while ago. I was like, that's fucking crazy. That's the thumb also. See, I finished it, but then the thumb's hanging over here. So does Flork. Very based. Very, very based. Straight line. Okay, let's just draw this whole table. Straight line. That ain't straight. God damn it. The occasional prolonged eye contact when you look at the other monitor. What am I supposed to do? I gotta just. That's where I'm looking at the chat. I have two screens. I know, like some people like Vosh, like he's always facing this way, so he never has to make eye contact with the chat, which is probably like better, but I do not have that. I have my computer and I have my tablet, and that is it. I probably would be better, I mean, what can I do? Okay, let's make this freaking guy. Okay. Oh my god, I just had a panic attack that I wasn't recording, but I am recording. Alright. Here's how you make here's a silhouette of a body. Okay, good to know. Okay, shoulders come up. Neck. Same thing on the other side. Shoulders. Okay, curve to about here. And then neck. What if Beetle Moses or ray trace? What does that mean? Oh, Cam covered up the drawing of the shoulder. Sorry. Looks like that. Curve. It's a shoulder. Straight line. Curve for the shoulder. Neck. Neck. Okay. Make a little collar for the shirt. Good. Good. What if Beetle was ray traced and became real? What does ray traced mean? Guys, you have to speak to me like I'm a 50-year-old guy. Alright, here's how you draw a head. Those are the strong shoulders of a schmegma male. Okay, ready? From about halfway in the neckline here, we're going to start with a curve. Or a straight line, and then a curve. Okay? Stop here, make an ear. I'm going to pause there for a sec, alright? Let's go to the other side. Over here, I'd say just about like a quarter of the way in now. Curve. Stop here, make an ear. It means you traced a ray of sunshine or something. Maybe you traced Ray William Johnson. That is the second time that somebody has mentioned Ray William Johnson today, and it's the first time in like 20 years. Why? Why Ray William Johnson? Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. First time chatter, Dan Casting. Hello. Welcome to my dojo. Okay, you ready? Let's do this. We're gonna add two eyes. Don't draw the top of the head yet. I want to leave some space for the alien. So ridiculous. Okay, two eyes. All right, the little ovals at the same level as the ear. Like that. Very little space for the alien. Is there? Or is there? The nose, I'm going to make some sort of detached to. All right, first let's make little eyes. You want to make them kind of wall-eyed because it's, you want to have that sort of vacant expression. Like there's not really anything going on back there. All right. upside down U. And then we've got this kooky little wait, 3 curves in a row. Oh, do you mean like your paper's running out of room? Or just that you're afraid the head is going to be too small for the alien? Because if your paper's running out of room, we can work on a solution together. There might be a way. There might be a way. Whoa! Sass Comics is gifting a tier 1 sub. Let me turn the volume down on my computer. Tier 1 sub to Garlic Bread Ben Sass Comics. Absolutely clutch as always. Thank you, Sass Comics. That is extremely clutch. Thank you. Garlic Bread Ben, welcome. Welcome to the elite club. Love this shit. Yo, yo, yo. What's lit and rhymes with hoses? I'm thinking it's Beetle Moses, baby. Unless it's something else. It's going to be like... Oh, actually, I was going to say something else. All right. Oh, thank you, Sass Comics. Thank you. Circle for the mouth. And then he's got these lines here. Because it's kind of like a little speaker box. Look at this guy's face. What expression is that exactly? Halitosis. Hell yeah, it is, my guy. Mine has a crimson chin. Very cool. Very, very cool. Alright. Here's how we're going to do the alien. Alright? From about here. Look where we are on the eye, alright? I know you guys can't see the full drawing, but just trust me on this, alright? Look where we're at. Let me zoom in a bit. Okay. From about, what would you call this? A fifth of the way in on this top of the eye line. Okay? Actually, we'll start even from the bottom, but same spot. Under the eye. Curve. Okay, mine is going through the nose. Your nose placement may be slightly different, but this is just where mine is. Okay, across, and then back up. Oh, sorry. Don't go in through the eye, unless, it's okay if you do, but you actually have some more room back here. Bringing all the way, mine's going behind the eye. Okay. Curve up. Oh my god, my dog is barking. Just like that. See how I did that? We're getting basically an X-ray view. What the hell is going on? Dog's going nuts right now. Do you guys hear that? Mike? Mike? She's fine. Okay, ready? The bagel is huge compared to the guy. That's good, because this is like an alien who was not prepared. And then we're making another curve across the top. Just like that. Now, we are looking inside this man's brain. Let's zoom back out just to see what we're looking at. I mean, my bagel's pretty big compared to the guy, too. Looking good. Okay. Now, here's what we're going to do. Right around here on the inside. Now, obviously, you guys can get creative, okay? Thank you. The bagel, the bagel came out fresh. I can't even lie. Let's take another look at it. Whew, my God. That is a nice looking bagel. Okay, ready? Now, you can get creative here, all right? But mine's going to look something like this. Okay, I'm making a little rectangle, which is slightly intersecting with this eye. That's just the perspective, just where the ankle's at. Okay? Line up. Line up. Okay? This is the control panel, is what I'm drawing basically. Line across. Line across. He used Tipex for one eye. He looks in horrible pain. I can't picture it, but I'm excited to see that. Guys, if you're watching right now and you did miss my little plug earlier on, we have a Discord channel for the Beetle Moses art classes. So everybody's going to be sharing their art there after the class is over, after the stream is over. And people are also sending art there on the days off. If you type !Discord into the chat right now, you will get a link that will never expire to join the free Discord. We have a nice little community. It sounds like somebody just said we had like 130 something people in there, which is awesome. It's quite active. Hop in there, send your, there you go, send your drawings to the group. If you're looking for feedback, you can always ask for feedback, although I think everybody's been pretty like satisfied with their drawings is what it seems like so far. Okay. Angling up. What the fuck is going on? My dog's in here right now. Come here. Come here. I just want to see the dog. Okay, I don't know. She doesn't want me to pick her up. She's just wandering around. Maybe she'll come back in later. Let's finish this. Across. And a line down. So we have a little, basically a parallelogram, big word, connected to this sort of upside down T shape, but it's all just one thing. All right. And then a microphone or a controller device, a joystick sticking out of the top. Then, now, there's going to be an alien here. Okay. What do we want him to look like? I drew him like a little, this is how I drew him in the original. Looks like a little worm. Dual analog, that's good. But we could make the new one look like anything, really. A hamster and a wheel is really good. That's really good. I am going to draw him... Maybe I'll just give him some more eyes. Eye. 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 That's his little mouth. Okay, give him little antennas. And then over here, I'm even gonna, I didn't give him this in the original one, but I'll have his little tentacles. Alright. Yeah, I think it's actually working better that it's a little bit more busy. And then just make him sitting. Well, I'm going to make mine sitting on a chair. So once you have the back of the alien here, it's a straight line. Another straight line, but tilted slightly back, like he's leaning in it. And then a straight line right behind him. It's the base of the chair. Mr. Moses, what's happening? Can you give him... Oh, I was scrolling through Twitter and saw your ET comics super heat, man. Thank you. Can you give him mono and solidarity? Sure. How's Sam? I think he's chilling. He called me while I was on my podcast. So I just texted him to be like, sorry, dude, I was on my podcast. How are you? What's going on? Just kidding. No, we're talking like every day. I happened to miss his call today. Alright. That's the only... This is the only thing that once you finish your alien or your hamster on the wheel or whatever, the only thing I would encourage you to do just adds that little extra perspective touch is to put this little line, slightly curved line across the back of the lower back of the drawing. Right? This way it just gives the illusion of a floor and a back wall. Okay, now we have our alien sitting in the brain of a person who ordered a bagel. Maybe I will also give this guy some hair. A mullet. How's your brother? Is he okay? I hope he's doing okay ever since he acted, you know? He's fine. Okay, let's see. Going to keep him bald. Yeah, you can keep him bald. Oh, and then this is the important part. Alright, well now we have the main drawing, so I'm going to get rid of this. Goodbye. No, not that. This. Now, I have to just write the text. Now, I'm going to write, but you could write whatever you want. I'm going to write, this is bagel? Now, when you're drawing a machine speaking, okay, this is one of these like weird unspoken rules of comics. I don't know why. If you want it to look like it's coming out of something digital, right, that's clearly not human, typically you don't want to give it a circle, all right, for the thing. You want to give it a square, and specifically one that has these jaggy lines going across and around. This is one of those little like neat tricks. Oh, and then a lightning bolt, where the sound is coming out. This is one of the 100101110. My God, he knows. Yowlets, shout out. This is one of those weird like unspoken rules of comics where it's just like, even though you cannot hear this sound, the sound of this dialogue being said, the type of speech bubble is important here because it implies a different it implies a sound. Obviously this is like a learned thing, right? We don't immediately look at lines like this and assume what they sound like, but it's like an established comic feature now. So when you see this, you're picturing it, rather than him just saying this is bagel, it sounds like this is bagel or whatever, in like a robot voice. And now I shall color him in. Good to know. Duly noted. I'm going to try to give his eyes like a weird unnatural. Maybe that'll make them red. This is a bagel. Bogo's Binted? What is that Bogo's Binted thing? It's so random. Nice. Very nice. I hear this is Bagel and the Doctor Who robot. Oh, Beetlemo's fantasy aspect. Which race do you prefer, orc or goblin? I'm trying to think, what do I usually play as? I think I played as, like when I was in WoW. I think I actually played as a troll. They made trolls look cool in WoW. Okay. No. Okay, hang on a sec. I don't think I want it to be green. What do I want that shirt? What color should I make a shirt? Blue works. And then we do this. Nice. And then I would also recommend sometimes the color of the... I mean, I do this sometimes in my drawings, like when I'm doing comics, but there's not really any rule of thumb. Sometimes I'm just feeling it out, but I usually will colorize the text bubble based on like... Yeah, like based on kind of the emotion of the person. If somebody's like angry or heated, I usually will make their speech bubble like orange or red-ish. Still light. I keep it always light, so light enough that you can like see it. If somebody's a little bit like sneaky or sinister, I usually make the speech bubble like green, like little things like that. Make it a Weezer shirt. Okay, maybe I will. Hey, you got your Bogos printed? Photos printed? Bogos printed, huh? OG. Can he have a name tag that says, "Hello, my name is Hugh Man"? Yes, I will add that. Das Dingo. Oh, he does have olive eyes. Oh, I haven't actually colored my alien, though. Let me do that. Mr. Bogo's Binted in here. Bogo's Binted. I want to make my alien bright pink, because why not? Alright, and then he's sitting in a red chair. And then I'm going to make the floor and, whoa, the floor and the wall slightly different colors that also will add to that. Perspective. Oh. This is a bagel? Alright, let's make this Hugh Man tag. Okay. Nice. Let's go. What's it look like? Red. Fill this in. White. Okay. Beetle, are you familiar with Dark Brandon? I am, and I saw that clip of Brandon saying his Dark Brand. He like acknowledged that the existence of Dark Brandon. It's quite interesting. I don't even know anymore. What am I supposed to think about anything? Are we feeling like that's fresh and cool, or are we feeling like it was cringe? What's the chat think? Do I need to make a poll? Was Biden's acknowledgement of Dark Brandon cringe or based? Vote now. Based. Based. Old man cringe. I've seen people say both. It's probably the only really based thing I've seen him like do recently. Hello, Goulayed. Yeah, he needs to double down on it. For sure. Hugh Man. What do you think of that? Wait a minute. Dark Brandon. Bro, he put on the sunglasses when he said that shit. It was ice cold. I'm surprised that he acknowledged it, honestly. I mean, I am and I'm not. It means that there's somebody on his team that is like a young-ish person. But you know a 20-year-old didn't tell him to do that. You know it was like a 35-year-old. And they were like, Mr. President, you have got to acknowledge the Dark Brandon thing. It's the only way you're going to get the millennial vote. He was like, well, I don't know what that means, but sure. Why not? He should have started saying that corn pop thing again. That was funny. First time somebody showed me that corn pop clip, I was like, what the hell am I watching, Doug? Feels so long ago. It feels like so many moons ago now. What the fuck? Oh. Just did the wrong thing. Reddit alert. I think it's a 50-50 chance that he's seen Vosh, like at least once. I just think Vosh is probably on like some government watch lists at this point. I wonder if that means Cold Cuts is on a government watch list. I wonder if that means this stream is on a government watch list. It really makes you think. What do you guys think? Do you think Cold Cuts is being watched? He might have even watched Cold Cuts. That would have been crazy. This bagel looks amazing. The bagel is definitely the star of the show. Have you used 4chan ever? Congrats, you're probably on a government watch list. Yeah, I had like browsed it back in college a little bit. I used to go on like the movie one. Oh god. 4chan's pretty funny. I think it's like I don't really get how anybody can like in their right mind really like browse any of the like political one. Those have just been so, and people will be like, no, it's like, oh, this shit used to be funny and now it's like, dude, it's always been exactly the same. I don't understand why anybody would do that. I don't think it immediately makes you a crazy person, but I just like, I don't know. I very quickly, if I'm watching something or like consuming some type of media and I know that it's just bad for my brain, I like immediately get put off to it and I stop watching it. I don't know if everybody has that sense on Forge. But does no one care about Asian Pacific Heritage Month? Excuse me, right now we're celebrating Jewish Heritage Month, and we don't have. Unfortunately, I don't have any Asian Pacific Heritage people on the stream. So, it's May. I like to think a lot of famous people use 4chan to talk about stuff, meme on stuff, because they're famous and don't want to be known. I mean, I think the idea of like an anonymous. I mean, here's the thing. Twitter and is also like most people on a lot of people use Twitter anonymously. You know, the novelty of 4chan being anonymous is kind of like stupid at this point, because so many people like, you want to buy a ghost? So many people claim, you know, what the fuck was I gonna say? So many people like just like have different personas online. I mean, even look at me. Like I post face, so you guys know what I look like at this point. But like most like webcomic artists or artists in general don't even like post face. You know what I mean? And before I started posting face, I just was I still get like sometimes when I post these like little like these little things like plugs that I'm gonna be doing this, people are like, "You're a guy? I thought you were a woman." I get comments like that every once in a while. I'm like, really? Which part of that? Which part of my online persona would have suggested that? I really don't know. All right, let's do one more little drawing. Yeah. Gargouliade. We're gonna do one more little thing, because I'm getting a little tired, tbh. But we're gonna keep it fresh. Bro, you're not an actual beetle. What should we draw? Give me something. What can I show you guys? Mono. How the hell am I gonna draw that? Can we draw John Lennon doing the funny walk? Yeah, that's it. You're telling me this is Beetle Moses? The bacteria in my throat. Car crash. YOLO swag as a cat. It's kind of funny. John Lennon flossing. Draw John Lennon doing the damn Daniel walk. Alright, what is that John Lennon pic? I know exactly what you're talking about. Draw yourself with a giant shirt that goes hard. That'd be cool. Okay, let's pull up that picture of John Lennon. John Lennon walking meme. Why does he walk like this? Why was he walking like this in this picture? And Yoko is just loving it, bro. Let me save this photo. Everybody's loving it. He's like he's the Riz god. Everyone is loving it in this photo. Lennon walk. Alright, let's see. The fuck? I feel like it just saved as like a weird file type. File. Import. Image. I knew it wasn't going to save right. Why does it do that? I laugh like that sometimes when I'm like, when somebody's driving really annoying and I cut them off. Well, I don't cut, I don't like cut them off. No, not J. Okay, it's like saving as a, what is a .jfif file? Why would it be saving as this? Why would anybody ever want a file to be saved in that format? I mean, please, honestly. What is it? Why? And it's not even showing up. What is happening? Why is it saving as this? It's because I'm using Bing. Why the hell am I using Bing? My God. Sorry, guys. Bear with me. We're going to do this funny John Lennon walk as soon as I can save this freaking image. Why? If this doesn't work, I'm just dragging it onto the thing. Dude, what? Okay, you know what? Forget it. Forget it. I'm over it. I'm over it. Open. Why the hell? I'm just going to be staring at this as a reference. There it is. Alright, here's the John Lennon walking meme. Whoa, and it's gone. Okay, this one. Alright, I could pretty much do. Okay, here's the important parts to notice. He is holding a ciggy. Okay. His legs look funny, and he's holding hands. Why does this photo exist? Why was he doing this at all? What was the occasion? Who are any of these people? Was he wearing his hat already like this, or did he put it like that to be funny? These are the questions that I have about this image. Let's just draw it now. Okay. Now, if I'm using why cocaine? Somebody told me this was taken minutes before his death, and I want to believe it. I do not think that's true. Do you think Lennon was just walking like a normal guy and a picture came out funny? That could be. Leaving the club crunk. Now, guys, I've said it before. I'll say it again. I often prefer to sketch out the skeleton before I make the drawing. Okay, what I would do now on this layer is bring the opacity way down and then trace it on the main layer. Not trace it, but use it as a guide, alright? If you're using pencil, like when I'm drawing things in pencil, that's what I do first. I draw my little skelly, and then I draw the guy over that. Okay? But we're going to draw this right now. But I think I'm going to try to make him a little, maybe I'll make him like a cat or something, like a funny cat. Okay. Let's zoom in. Start with the top half, because that's we'll get the simple, easy, and boring bit out of the way first. We finish with a splash. Okay? Start here. Little C shape on its side. Now, even if you don't do the skeleton, you could follow along just with what I'm drawing, but this usually helps me keep everything like, oh, okay, this is where everything's going to go. Is this lost? I mean, John, oi, ain't it past your bedtime? Almost. Also make two little lines going down. Okay? Now, up here, making a line across. Okay, and down. I'm making a little jacket, like the one he's wearing in the drawing. So I did that. Little Y. And a circle at the corner. That's a button. Okay. Now, don't connect this quite yet, but just above where the Y ends at the top here, you're going to make a straight line, bring it back in, triangle. This is actually really cool and insightful. Thank you, Mr. Moses. I don't know if you're being sarcastic, because I really feel like this is not making any sense at all. I guess well, I might as well, hello, Mr. Beetle. How are you? Welcome back, Stoffa Waffle. Here, this is the collar. Let's finish the collar. Okay. You're not. I mean, if this is your first time watching, or not even first time, but maybe you didn't see this lesson, I always say that here's my advice, honestly, if you are drawing at home. Like, when I'm drawing I mean, even the one that we did tonight, I always sketch it with pencil first. But everything, like, let's see here. Okay, here's the ET drawing I just posted today. I draw everything on paper in my little notebook here. It's little, easy, manageable. Look, it's like the size of my hand. I always draw everything in pencil first, and then I go over it with ink, and then I erase the pencil. That helps me just plot everything out and make sure everything's going like especially in a drawing like this, which is a lot more complicated. These are characters that I don't normally draw, right? Like, there's certain elements of it that I really want to be precise. This is my Garfield comic. I had to do that. There's no way I would just one shot this in pen. Sometimes I do, but on stuff like this, like I mean, right now the comics are my job, so I want them to look good, right? Flair Easy Keck, thanks for coming by. So when I'm drawing, and especially if I'm drawing something anatomy, and even when I'm drawing something anatomy that's like a character that's a little bit like abnormal, like even that like Garfield drawing, for example, like obviously that's not like perfect anatomy. I always am using the skeleton drawing if they're standing in like a weird way, just to plot it out. And the main trick that I would really encourage you if you're doing the skeleton thing for your drawings, like ahead of time, the thing that people always forget to do is when you're drawing it as a stick figure, okay, the most important thing that people forget is to add a shoulder and hip. And then you add where the legs are going to go. Legs and arms. That's a whole part of like the human physique. Right? That's really important. If you just draw a regular stick figure like that, you know, that's cute, like the ones they used to do in like Newgrounds animations or Pivot. Okay, that's cute, but you're missing out on. Look how much I'm missing out on if I didn't include the shoulders here are important and the hip is important. So don't forget that. And it especially helps in a situation like this where John Lennon is doing this insanely goofy walk. Right, he's wearing clothing that I'm now. If I feel a lot more relaxed drawing his clothing, doing all kind of wacky stuff around it because I'm not so distracted by, ooh, well, where's the arm gonna go? Where's it? It's already plotted out for me. I know where everything's gonna go. I'm just building on top of it. The skeleton thing is definitely a cheat code. I mean, not even a cheat code. I really think it's necessary. For me, it is. It's part of my process. Okay, let's do this side. We're gonna do the same thing with the collar coming back in, just like that. That is like flared collar. Yo, we're drawing the John Lennon pic. That's right. All right, and this is what I mean, especially with like this jacket. Like, I'm not looking at the photo image anymore. I just know vaguely what I want it to look like, and I think his stance is gonna be a giveaway. But it's gonna be, you know, I know that I want it to be like foldy and wrinkly. And that kind of stuff I can feel comfortable doing. Right? Because I know where the body is actually going. All right. Curve at the end for the end of the jacket sleeve. Notice how I'm just making the jacket look like wacky and weird? I'm going to make him a kitty cat, by the way. This is more fun. So here's his paw. And let's do this arm. Ready? C shape for the sleeve. Catboy John Lennon. Better believe it. That's first finger. He's holding a ciggy. Which is always a useful tool in drawing. I always, like, if I don't know. I mean, that's why cigarettes got popularized in the first place. You guys know that, right? The reason cigarettes are even popular to begin with is because they were in Hollywood. They didn't know how to make, like, they needed to make these actors, when they were modeling for photo shoots, they needed them to do something with their hands. They were all standing around awkwardly like this. Just... They were like, we need something, like, these actors need it. We need, like, they don't look cool. They look like awkward standing around. So they were like, oh, here, give him a cigarette. And now all of a sudden they're holding a cigarette and they're like, mysterious. And then it's in all the movies, all the movie posters, and then everybody started smoking cigarettes. It's just like that in drawing. It does make things a little bit easier in terms of, like, where am I going to place, like, this guy's hand? What is he going to be doing? If he's holding a... Yeah, they should have just posed like this. every art, like, every picture of, like, Marlon Brando is just like... That would be dope. They should have done that, and then everybody's walking around, like, keep putting their thumbs up because it's just cool. People do look cooler with ciggies. Okay, ready? Look at that. Wrinkled. Okay. Look at that. Whoops. Whoa. Okay. Top half looking good. Let's do this. Let's do his legs. We're gonna start with the foremost bit, which is his front foot. Curve. Okay. You are my friend. And then he's got the circles at the end of each paw, or at the end of each toe, and one here. Good. Bring the foot up a bit. Whoops. And then, toe beans. Big flared out leg. So another C shape like that. The foot goes in here. Yeah, I officially got the Blue Sky invite. I was kind of getting a little salty that I hadn't gotten one yet. Finally, I do not have any invite codes because I'm not on there long enough, but goddamn, I was like, can I please get an invite to this shit? I was like, how seriously? What do I need to do? Finally on. Probably shouldn't say who gave me one, but thank you to that person. Twitter's just felt really dead recently. I don't know what's going on. Like, has anybody else been experiencing that? I don't know if you guys are on Twitter, but if you follow me on Twitter, I don't know if anybody else has been feeling that, but like, that looks like a damn good drawing. Dude, it's horrendous. I mean, aside from all the other bullshit with the blue checkmark crap, it just feels like they're like quiet. like usually on like a normal day, I'll like, I'll be on Twitter. Okay, I'll close the app. I won't be on it for like 30 minutes or something like that. And then I like hop back on Twitter and there, there's like 100 new tweets. Like it's a whole new, my whole feed is like updated. I swear it's like I'm not on there for like 30 minutes or so, and then I hop back on there and there's like 5 new tweets from the last time that I've been on, and I'm just like, did everybody leave, or like, is this like a back end thing? Twitter keeps logging me out lately. That's annoying. I just feel like there's something. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. But with this blue sky thing, I mean, who even knows that blue sky will even be like, you know, legit? Like that's actually who even knows if that's actually going to take over? But I was like, please just get me off this fucking app, man. I'm gonna keep posting to Twitter anyway. It doesn't matter. But it's been rough. It's been really bad. It's hard to see a good ending to the situation at this point. And it's sad because it actually was my favorite app. I mean, there's a lot of bullshit on there too, but now it just feels like there's like nothing. No bullshit, no nothing. There have been like 10 Twitter killers at this point. Do you feel that that means it's not actually gonna die? Remember Monstodon? Oh yeah. This one does feel like it's getting a lot more traction than Mastodon. Also because I don't know if you guys tried logging onto Mastodon. Twitter's never gonna die, but I mean, less people can use it, or I mean, even the user base can change like big time, which I think is what we're seeing right now. I think the average user has left, or not the average user, but a lot of people have kind of like. I mean, I just have not even been logging in as much on there because it's like there's nothing going on. It's like a ghost town. It's quite bizarre. Did you guys all get this other leg? I know I was kind of just like doing it without walking you through it. Since he's wearing, you also, this is how you add the, you don't think that's it? You think you just change the algorithm? I think you're probably right. You're probably right. Here, I'm going to add some of the stuff that makes it a jeans. Bell loops. Pockets. Add a pocket on the jacket too. I just realized that before I even hopped on this one that I haven't even uploaded the last VOD, which is my bad, guys. I literally just I had a very busy weekend, and I don't know, it just slipped my mind. I can't lie, stretch a little thin. I got a lot of stuff going on, but I want you guys to be able to see that last VOD too. That one and this one I'm gonna upload. Okay, let's see here. I want this little hat. Funny hat. All right, here's a sort of hot dog shape. And then this sort of soft, curvy M. Plenty of people have said they're leaving and they still haven't left. Look, I'm not leaving. Twitter's still where I get like my primary. That's where most of my audience is. But my growth for I have no idea why, randomly on Instagram's just been snapping recently. I have no idea why. Couldn't even tell you why. Yeah, I thought Instagram was dying too. I mean, I never did. It was like impossible to grow on there. Here, I'm gonna add little ears. Peeking at this kind of like cheat code. I'm actually not gonna make him a cat. Straight line, two little L's. Look, I did not know how to. I still don't know how to grow on Instagram, right? I just randomly I don't know why the algorithm on Instagram just started blessing me, whatever that means. I think I'm being fed to people's like For You page now on there. But it took forever. I mean, I was not growing even at like half the rate that I had on Twitter. But now it's like it's like flip-flopped. I swear. What do you guys think of that? I don't really know what kind of animal he is, but he looks funny. He kind of looks like yellow. Yeah, almost yellow swagger. He almost looks like the death wolf from Puss in Boots. I like him too. Yeah, he's kind of like a wolf. And now look, this is the. Here's the fun part: is especially when you have the pencil, but it works here too. Get rid of this. Ta-da! Your drawing's done. And no trace of the skeleton. No one's the wiser. Everyone just thinks, whoa, you just drew this amazing. And it's like this weird anatomical pose. How the hell did you do that? Dude, it took 5 seconds to draw a skeleton before I started it. And I just traced the whole thing. It's just building blocks on top of the skeleton. Crazy. Crazy. Mind-blowing. Let's color him in. I'm telling you. That's the what? Uh-oh. That's the freaking cheat code. Put him in all denim. 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 Denim, denim, denim. Denim, denim, denim. Denim, denim, denim. Nice. Let me actually. Yeah, this is actually gold. And then I actually want this to be fuzzy, like corduroy. Yeah. Remember, when you're doing the inside, like these parts of the, if you're coloring in, all I'm doing is when I'm drawing the inside, when you can see inside the pant leg or the sleeve, I'm making it like a shade darker of the same color that I was using. Right? You can even make it black. You can even fill it in black if you feel so inclined, but I like adding that little extra like color in there instead of whoops. What's gonna happen? There we go. Okay, what color should his hat be? Kind of feeling like a yellow. Ooh, yeah, that's clean. Whoa! Dang, that homie fly. This actually came out really good. This might be one of my favorite drawings that we've done together. It came out really good. I'm excited to see what your guys' look like. Are you guys happy with yours? Shaggy too dope. Man's fresh to death. I'm just adding these little. You might find also this is like an enjoyable part of the process too. Is just adding like little extra shading at the end. It's fun. kind of a relaxing bit. Looks nice. Looks very nice. Guys, guess what time it is? Don't log off yet. Don't log off. Listen to what I gotta say. Join the Discord. Alright? I'm gonna type it in this time if somebody else hasn't. Join the Beetle Moses Discord. Let's see. Somebody gonna beat me to it? Oh my god, don't beat me to it. Don't touch that dial. Why the hell is this not working? There we go. Just my computer's really slow. Join the Beetle Moses Discord. Somebody's gonna beat me to it. I don't even know. There we go. Oh, just in the nick of time. We've got a Beetle Moses Discord. That's where everybody's gonna be posting their drawings. I might even share my drawing in there because I really like how this one came out. Also, if you are watching but you haven't followed me yet on Twitch, I'd really appreciate a follow because then you'll get a notification the next time I go live, and you don't have to check on a different platform. You'll just be notified. So hit follow on there. Thank you, obviously, for watching. If you want to support me even further, we have Cold Cuts Podcast. If you just cannot get enough Beetle Moses and Yellow Swag Studios. Whoa, are we being rated? Who's rating me? Whoa. Oh my god. Yowlitz is gifting 10 tier 1 subs. Holy shit. Wait, are we being rated? Yowlitz. Let's go. Oh my god, bro. Oh, holy shit, dude. Oh my god, Yowlitz, you are so crazy, dude. Thank you so much, man. Oh my freaking god. Nah, I meant to get these the last time for the Beetleversary. Dude, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Science Movie 2002, thank you for popping in too. What you expect. Wait, how many are we? Did Garlic Bread Ben said there's a raid right now. Is there a raid? Can anybody tell? I can't tell from my end. Dude, these streams have been so much fun, man. I absolutely love doing this with you guys. Oh, you know what? I'm actually going to color in his little nosy a certain color too. Let me do that real quick. These streams have been super fun. I hope that you guys have been getting something out of it. Because, I think they were suggesting to raid out. Okay. I'm having a great time doing these streams. I'm going to just keep them going. They're super fun. Join that Discord. If you want to support me even further, we have the Patreon as well, which is in my bio. That is patreon.com/coldcuts. I'm going to drop that right here as well. If you want to check it out, we have a whole separate Discord. You get early access to Beetle Moses comics, early access to Yellow Swag Studio comics. You get bonus episodes of the Patreon. You get shit in the mail. You get custom art at certain tiers, stickers, all kinds of cool stuff. And of course, you help support me and Yellow Swag do what we love to do, which is great. But you are also a huge supporter just for showing up to the stream at all. It means the world to me. This VOD and the one that I forgot to upload from last week is going to be up on my YouTube channel, which is also in my bio there. It's just youtube.com/@BeetleMoses. Thank you so much for watching. Good night. I love you. We'll be back on Wednesday. We might do another early one because we had like a pretty good turnout for that afternoon stream. But we'll get a feel for it. I might check in on you guys in the Discord there. So love you. Good night. Peace. See you later.